This is Talking at You, where opinions are just opinions, feelings will be taken into consideration, and free speech is still a right. All right, hello. This is Rob, talking at you. I tried to do a Project 2025 the other day with a guest, and I don't think it worked well because it's not really a thing that you really have a discussion with somebody about. You're basically just going over the list, and unless that other person is like all for it, there's really not much you can do with a conversation about that. So I think I'm going to try this solo, and I'm just going to basically just go over the shit show of what it even is. I mean, it's a pretty long list when they break it down. The whole thing is like a 900-page report. And none of it is good. None of it is good at all. I mean, they start out, they basically saying it's promoting Trumpism. They actually say that. It's craziness. But I mean, they got stuff like, we'll just go down the list. Like, end no-fault divorce, which, I mean, it's like they word it in ways that's like they make it sound like it's wholesome for the family, but no-fault divorce means basically this is all about, a lot of it's like about white Christian men, and that all that means, and no-fault divorce means women basically can't get divorced without their husband's approval. So if they're in a bad relationship, or they're in a relationship where they're getting beat, or the kids are getting beat, and they need to get out, it doesn't matter unless the husband okays it. So there's that. And then the complete ban of abortions with no exceptions, which means whatever. It doesn't even matter medical. It doesn't matter if this miscarriage, and this baby, they got to get it out of you or else you're gonna die too. They don't care. Let the mom die. That's what they're saying. And I get it. There's abortions out there. People take advantage of it. Who cares? It's like it's whatever. I mean, who's the judge on that one? I mean, there's definitely people, maybe, I don't know, if, it's like a form of birth control for you, maybe that's a little reckless. Maybe you should look into a different kind of surgery. But whatever, it's still your choice. So, I don't know. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then banning contraceptives. Now, that one might actually upset some men because, because then there's like, you have no control. I mean, it's like, for guys, that's one of those things they don't mind because women have to take it and men don't. So it's like they're okay with that. But then they're going to take it away. So it's like, shoot, we're all going to have like 20 children. Even married people, like at some point, you can't afford children no more. So it's like, what are they saying? Just abstinence, in marriage? I don't know. So, and then, you stop having sex. It's like, and then you can't have divorce. It's like, it goes all together here. So, I don't know, we're kind of tearing through those first ones pretty quick because those are probably the main ones, really. And then higher taxes for the working class, which does not mean the rich people. It means the working class. It means people that work at Walmart, or people that are self-employed, people that are the low guys on the totem pole. They're getting the high taxes, where the rich people are getting all the tax cuts. So that's one that, as voting America, like I don't get it. I don't get how Republicans, even MAGA, is like, how can they be okay with this? Because it's directly hitting them. I just don't know. And raising the retirement age. I mean, what is it now? It's like 60, 62, 65, something like that. Maybe even, I think it's 70. I don't know. I'm too young. I mean, maybe I should be looking at that. But what do they want us to be? Like 85, 90 years old? It's like, just because, these old asses, want to be president forever doesn't mean we want to work forever. It's ridiculous. It's just stupid. I mean, we want to retire at 55. I mean, that's really, that's the ideal. You retire at 55, you let the younger crowd take over, get their, yes, I mean, that's how it should go. I mean, and if you're lucky enough to retire, then they're talking about cutting Social Security. And for what reason? I mean, it's not like it's costing the government something. We know we're paying into that. We're giving our paycheck, for Social Security. So it's like, that should be, I mean, it's a free benefit to us. We're buying it, we're paying for it. Medicare. I don't know why they're so worried about Medicare. I mean, and the Affordable Care Act. It's all kind of like linked together. It's like, I mean, why shouldn't we have something like that? I mean, there's a lot of people out there. I mean, sure they abuse the medical system, but it's all paid for. We do pay for this stuff, so it's like we should be allowed to benefit from it. I mean, the fact that we pay for it and other countries don't, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. 'Cause, you got Canada, they don't pay for their medical, but they can never seem to get any help because they have no doctors that are available, or because you have free medical, it's like everybody's using it. So maybe there should be like some kind of stipulations or regulations on how much, I don't know. I don't know how to even write that because, you get cancer, get stuff like that, you have to have medical. But, if you're going in the doctor's office every time you get a sniffle or your hand hurts, I don't know. So maybe there's rules and we should have to know what constitutes, having to go to the emergency room. So I don't know, and raising prescription drug prices, like that I don't even get. I mean, it costs pennies to make these things. It's not like they're going to run out of them. I mean, and most of the time, stuff that's minor, they don't charge much for anyways. But the stuff that they know you need to live, they charge because they know you need it to live. So that's wrong. And I don't know. I don't think there should be a raise on prescription drugs. I mean, it shouldn't be free, of course, but I mean, it should be affordable for anybody, even without insurance. I mean, you shouldn't have to pay $1,000 for a pill. That's ridiculous. It doesn't cost that much in any way. And then what's the other one? Then you get to the crazy stuff. Like eliminating the Department of Education. Like, they want to basically just tell us what our kids are going to learn. And it's so crazy. They think that, I mean, they want to just put people in jail for stupid things like sex ed. We've all had sex ed. I mean, maybe we don't need to learn that in school. I don't know, but maybe we do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's people out there just don't know. I mean, there's just some kids just don't know this stuff, but it's educational to know these things. I mean, we should have some kind of idea. I mean, gender affirmation, they're talking about anybody that teaches gender affirmation or gender class, whatever. I mean, the gender thing is a whole new thing. It's a whole new education system. I mean, I'm not sure they even got that perfected yet, how that even works. But sex ed, stuff like that, how basically biology and the body works. I mean, that's something we should know. Kids should understand that, especially young girls. I mean, their bodies go through a shitstorm, as soon as they hit 12 or whatever it is now. I mean, I don't even know. But I mean, especially girls should know this stuff because, I mean, boys, what do we, just, we don't really know anything other than the fact that we get, boners for some reason. Then, we eventually figure out how that works. So, I don't know. But throwing people in jail because they're teaching your kids sex ed because you don't want to, what do you want? I mean, you want your priest or minister to teach them that? I mean, I'm sure they'll have fun doing it, so maybe not. And then they want to use taxpayer money for private religious schools. Like, the whole purpose of church and state is to be separate. But now they want to combine them because they just have this weird, the religion part of this, everything. The way this whole country is put together with religion is just ridiculous. It's so ridiculously stupid. Because it's a phantom thing. It's like we don't even know if it's real, but we're going to base our entire government and moral system on it. Whatever. And then to make laws now, it's like we're just going to instill it in our classes. Like, there's some place in the South. Like, the South is just fucking batshit crazy. I don't know what's wrong with the South. It's like those people are I just don't get it. It's like they don't even know what's going on. It's like they just say, yes, let's do this. Even the women. I mean, women in Texas, like with the birth control stuff and everything, it's like, I mean, the no abortions, I mean, it's like they're gung-ho to do it. It's like, do you not at all realize that this hurts you? It's like, I mean, I don't know if it's just them, they just don't know, or if they're just so to the point where they got to just do everything their husbands or men tell them to do, that they just do it. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I'm a guy and it don't make any sense to me. So, I don't know. And they want to teach religion in schools, which obviously they want to teach Christian religion in schools because why not? Because You got to believe in ghosts at some point. I don't know. And they want to get rid of discounted and free lunches in schools, which I don't understand because they're not that great to begin with. And then they got to be making money on that shitstorm because the lunches suck. Schools don't give good lunches at all. So, they got to be making money on that. So I don't know what they're worried about that for. And then some kids, that's all they get for food during the day. And it's just ridiculous. Maybe it shouldn't be that way, but it is. And to end that it's just selfish. It's just stupid. And then you got, civil rights. The stuff they're talking about, it's just, they want to ban everything as far as any kind of civil rights or civil rights education or anything. They just want to eliminate African American studies in general. There's anything that's racial that talks about any kind of misdoing in history by any kind of white man, basically. They're gonna eliminate, the tribal history. They're gonna eliminate African American history, Mexican history. Anything immigrant related is gonna be out of the books, because they don't want any kind of bad feelings, because the white man's getting butthurt because we were bad people back in the day. They don't think we should be educating them and letting them know why they're angry. But there's that. And then, it's crazy. They want to ban books about slavery. All of it. And you see these posters, these people like, blacks for Trumps, stuff like that. It's like, do they not get it? Do they not give a shit? Do they not care? That's what I'm thinking. Do they not even a little bit care? Or think that, this is a thing. They think he's just going to get in, this is all that's going to go away. This is not going to go away. These people are using Trump as a pawn, and he will sign anything to stay in office. Just have that power to not go to prison or whatever. Have the mafia come after him, because the mafia is after him, and this is his protection against that. But I don't know. It's like these people that he's got lined up in here that have done, like the promises he made, like all those weird people he was putting in his cabinet. These weren't qualified people. They were the psychos that write these horrible supremacy laws, and now they actually can implement this. They can make this handmade dream come true for them. They want to, and then you get into the climate stuff, which seems ridiculous. They just want to abolish all climate laws and regulations for no reason. Other than they just don't like that Biden and Obama and them did it. That's the reason. They just want to abolish everything that they did just because, whether it makes sense or not. They want to increase Arctic drilling, which there's a reason we don't do that, because that basically controls the whole climate of the world. And is the Arctic. Our poles control the entire world system of ocean currents, wind, everything. It's all related to that. So if we start drilling, we start messing up that system, we start jacking up everything there. You might as well look forward to hurricanes and 140-degree temperatures and high winds and tornadoes and just horrible snowstorm. It's going to be bad. Like end of the world bad. Like it might not end us, but we're gonna be miserable. You won't be able to go outside no more. And then the climate stuff, they're really gung-ho with this. They want to deregulate the big business and the oil. They basically want to give them free for all to do whatever they want. If they want to go in your backyard and drill in your county lake for oil, they can. They can completely destroy it. They can go in there, they can go to a national forest, they can just clear cut the whole damn thing, put it in a minefield or whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter. That's what they want to do. And we would have to just sit back and watch everything go to hell. Oh, and then capital punishment. They want to enhance that to a scary level. They want to make the systems. I mean, they want to just be able to just throw you in jail, punish you. I mean, electric chair, kill, whatever they want to do. They want to throw it all at you. And you might even get a court hearing out of it. You might just have to just be told you're guilty and that's it. And you'd have to take it. And then what else they got? They got like defunding the FBI and Homeland Security. It's like this because they do their jobs. It pisses them off. If that wasn't enough, if they do keep it, they want to make it to where the president gets to pick who works in the FBI and the Department of Justice. So it's like, it doesn't even make sense. It's like Trump gets in office, he can just say, he can make all his buddies working in the FBI. And basically just, it could be the mob working in the FBI. And they just say, no, we're not doing any of that. So yeah, I don't know. It just, to read this list is insane and just say, yes, that's a great idea. And these MAGAs, they're like so for it. And there's the Republicans are like, this is cow shit. This is insane. And even Trump, it's like, I don't know. I think Trump is actually kind of stupid. I mean, I do think he's dumb to the point where he thought Project 2025 meant basically Trump 2025. He just thought it was like pro-Trump. He's like, yay me. I don't think he read this list and knew what the hell they're even talking about. I think for him, he was like, oh my God, this is horrible. And he realizes that. So now he knows, like, he's got to make a choice. Like, I can either abolish all of this and not be president, or I got to sign off on all of this just to be president. See, he's got to make a really horrible decision, and I think he's going to make the horrible decision. But I don't know. It's like, I would like to hope that, if he decides to not do this and his followers follow him for that reason, and maybe independents follow him for that reason. I mean, he could have been an awesome president. He really could have been. If he didn't just follow suit to stay in office. If he would just stuck to his ground and done the Republican thing and just, he has so much potential, but he just can't not be liked. He has to be liked by every single person. And it's ridiculous. And then what else does he want? I mean, the immigration thing. He just wants to do a mass deportation and camps. And it doesn't even matter if you're legal. They were talking about going door to door and basically, I don't know, I mean, if your last name's Hernandez or if your last name's whatever, I mean, Hernandez, whatever. Pick a name. Pick any of them. They'll just freaking put you in jail. I mean, how screwed up is that? They'll put you in jail in a camp and then figure it out. Figure out where you belong. And they might just deport you. They might just throw you back into a country you never even lived in before. So, it's crazy. I mean, Muslims, all of it. Anybody that, I don't even know how they'd even determine. It's like, I think they might actually think American is an actual, like, race. I really think they think that's a thing. But it's just insane. It's like, are you white enough? I mean, is it going to be a blonde hair, blue eyes scenario? Or is it like, if you have black hair, are they going to start digging into your background and make sure you don't have black hair from another race? I don't know how they're even going to do the stuff they're talking about doing. They want to end birthright citizenship. So, like, there's people that have been born in this country that are, from Mexican background, but they've never in their world stepped into like Spain or Mexico or anywhere like that. Or Muslim, or like, they've never been to their home country. But they're just going to send them back to I mean, damn. I mean, that's craziness. And then, they're basically ending all the federal agencies. Anything that has any kind of regulation. FDA, EPA, NOAA, like the weather station. Like, what can that possibly do to hurt us? I mean, knowing what the weather is going to be. I mean, what's their purpose there? To just control the weather, tell us what the weather's going to be? I mean, are we going to look at the sky as sunny and they're going to tell us, no, it's not sunny? I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, these are just a bunch of butthurt little kids that have been beaten up on the playground that just, I don't know, man. I mean, I think, I really hope this whole Gen X Rising thing happens because, damn, we need to just stop this. This is insane. I mean, nobody should be for any part of this. None of this is good. None of it's good, and they're not even hiding it. I mean, you can go in there and read this. I mean, you can download this whole report. It's insane. I mean, you don't even got to be smart to read it and understand what they're saying. It says it point blank. I mean, every part they're supposed to say quiet, they say out loud. So yeah, I mean, go on there, check it out. I mean, this is... I really hope to God that Trump didn't know nothing about this. I really hope that if he gets to be president, he shuts this shit down. Because I don't even know how anybody with a conscience can go for this. I don't even know the religious communities for this. Cause this is insane. This is like the part of the church where these are the kind of church people that don't go because they believe in God. They go because they want to look good in front of their community. I mean, these are the kind of people that, go to church and then they, rape their daughter, the same day. And then they go repent for it. So I don't know. It's just, this is craziness. And we can't let this happen. We just can't. And it has to be stopped. If you want to pursue this, there's not a single person in this whole thing, in the whole country, there's not a single person that benefits from this. I can't see any of these situations where you benefit. Because, it's not. It's like, you can be a Christian white male, fine, whatever. But you don't get a retirement no more. And your retirement age, you're going to work till 90 years old. You have no Social Security, you have no Medicare. You can't find any affordable care. Which is housing, stuff like that. If you're low income, it's like, and most of them are, there's some things I guess that maybe we wouldn't notice. I don't know. Anybody would notice it. There's nothing here that is not noticeable. That's the hard part. It's like, you can't just say, well, let's do this, but not this. There's nothing on that list where you can just say, let's do this and not this. It's like, there's nothing. They left no nothing. It's not like when you have a trial, it's like you got like 30 offenses and they knock it down to 10. This has got none of that. There's no, what would you even pick? They got end marriage equality. That stems into a lot of things. I think that's more like a gay marriage thing that they're hitting. But they're saying that men and women are not equal in a marriage. That's what they're saying. There's no way you can read this stuff and put a good spin to it. That's the hard part. It's going to go back to the days where, men made all the decisions, where women couldn't have a checking account. Women couldn't write a check without the man approving. They're talking about taking the votes. Florida, I think, is already doing this. They just write it into a fancy where they say one household can vote, which means the man is doing the voting. Because that's usually what happens, especially in the South. Because South, I don't know. It seems like it really seems like the women just do whatever the men tell them to do. Because you see these things like, how can a woman be okay with this? I don't see how any woman can be okay with anything written in the South. It's horrible. And I don't know if it's just because of the older women and menopause and shit, they can't have kids anymore. They don't care, so they just go with it. But it's like they're screwing their own daughters and grandchildren. It's like, I don't understand how you can screw your kids. Like, do they think that, after 4 years, this is all going to go away? Like, these are laws. They're written into law. Like, this isn't something you just erase, after the president's gone. It's not going away. So yeah. So when you're going to church and you're just all high and mighty in yourself and, praying to your God and stuff, maybe ask the minister, the priest or whatever, after he's done tickling the boys in the back, ask him, it's like, where do you stand on this? Because, you might want to get a good understanding where you're at and what you're supporting. But yeah, that's where it's at. Just go read the list. It's Project 2025. You just type in that. It gives you the actual legal form written by all these psychos, and it tells you exactly who's on the list. And it's like every single one of these guys on the list are the ones that were on Trump's cabinet. So obviously, I don't know which one did what. I don't know if he reached out to them or they reached out to him, and I don't know. There's promises made that maybe Trump's just an idiot and he just didn't realize what was happening. You hope that's the case, but I don't know. check it out. I'm going to leave it at that. This is Rob talking at you. And this was a hell of a talk at you. And this is more of an education when you need to look this stuff up. So get on there. Get educated. Look into it. Whether you're MAGA, Trumper, Biden banger, whatever the hell it is you worship, go look it up. Because you need to know this stuff. And if you think you can find a way to spin this in a way that is a good thing, let me know. Email me. If you want to come on here and reboot whatever I said and try to convince me that I was wrong in what I said, because I'm just going over the list here. This is it. That was it. I wasn't just making up stuff. This is how it works, and this is what they want to do. So, again, Rob, talking at you. If any of this clicks, check in, subscribe, go on, star, whatever, Apple, whatever. Just like, dislike, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just get on there and look at this. That's all I care about. So, all right, this is Rob talking at you. Check you out later.